How's it going, guys? Crash here. Today we'll be going over shell scripting. For this little beginner intro tutorial, we'll go over some of the basics. That'll get you making your first shell scripts in no time. Alright, I'm going to be using Atom.io text editor for this. It's a free little program. I'll leave a link in the description. If you guys want to follow along using this, you can download it at atom.io. And I will be using a plugin with this called Terminal that allows me to run terminal commands from the IDE itself. It is called Platformio IDE Terminal. And what this allows you to do is hold down Control and hit the tick button and bring up the IDE or the terminal down here at the bottom. Alright, so let's get started. Whenever you learn any new programming language, scripting language, what do we first do? We make the Hello World program. So here we go. We have the hashtag sign or the number sign, exclamation point, and then our interpreter or path to the interpreter that we want to use. For the case of this tutorial, we'll just be using the bash interpreter. You can specify anything there. Python, for example, you could pass in Python as your interpreter and use Python commands if you really wanted to. If you don't declare this shebang, as they call it, at the beginning, it'll use your current shell that you're running from. And there's different syntax nuances between, like, say, corn shell and stuff like that, that you should probably always identify which shell you want to be using. So in this script, we identify our shebang, or declare our shebang command, and then we echo our output that we want to put out. In this case, hello world. So to run this script, you may have to change the permissions to allow it to be executable. To do that, you just do chmod +x and then the script name, and that'll add the sticky bit for executable on there. Do lsaltr. You can see now we have an executable sticky bit on there. Alright, let's run this command. And we get hello world just as we were expecting. Congratulations, you made your first script. Alright, let's move on to variables. Declaring variables in shell is pretty simple. We just use the variable name that whatever we want to call it, equals quotes, and then our value that we want to pass into the variable. For example, let's store my favorite color is blue. And we can echo that out by calling the variable name with a $sign in front of it. In addition to just values, we can store the output of shell commands into our variables. So here for current date, we're storing the current date. For my host, we're storing $my host. To store a command, we have to put it within parentheses though. So $, open parentheses, then the command, then close parentheses. You can even store a list like the ls command inside here, and you can I iterate through it with a for loop. And to get our output, we use $variable. And if we want to have characters touching it so we don't get an empty variable back, we can put them inside curly brackets like here. And this will allow you to proceed or follow the variable name with some additional characters if you needed to. So let's go ahead and try to run this, see what it does. Okay, variables. And we get example color is blue. We get example date, well, 2018 12/9 on host Ubuntu. That's correct. And here we get our example. With our example, value 1 is variable. We can touch other characters with value 1. So now we can proceed or follow the variable with characters. And to keep in mind that there are some invalid names you can use with variables. You can't start a variable with a number. A variable cannot contain certain special characters. For example, this would be an invalid variable. Variables cannot contain dashes. And to keep in mind when declaring variables, try to use alphanumeric with underscores only, and that should keep you out of any of the invalid variable names. If you just stick to alphanumeric with underscores and don't start with a number. Alright, let's go to getting user input. Because the script's not very useful if you can't pass things in. Okay. Up here we're declaring our variables, and we're reading $1 as our first parameter we're passing into the script. So when we call the script, we can hit space, our first parameter, space, second parameter, so on. So these two variables are storing the first and second parameters as our favorite color 1 and favorite color 2. And here you'll see we're echoing out $0. $0 is reserved for the script name itself that we were running. So in this script we're going to echo out the script name we're running, our first parameter that we passed in, our second parameter we passed in, and then we're going to prompt the user from within our script for their third favorite color. To do this, we use read-p, the question or the prompt that we're asking, and then we specify our variable name that we're going to store the user input that we get from that prompt in. And then we can echo that back out by using the variable just like any other variable. Alright, let's give this a try. Input.sh, pass in red, blue. First favorite color red, second favorite color blue. We are currently running script name. My favorite color is red. My second favorite color is blue. What's our third favorite color? Let's go with green. My third favorite color is green. There you go. That's how you get user input. It's a fairly simple language. So let's go over the summary of what we went over today. We created a hello world script. We declared variables. Found out what's valid and invalid variable names. Went over how to get inputs from the user. In another vid, I'll go over the if statements, and if there's enough time after the if statements, I'll go over for and while loops probably. And then I think after that, be golden as far as scripting goes, because shell script is pretty simple language. Yeah, I think we can get it done in 3 videos. Become a master in 3 videos. All right. I'll let you guys later.